You know what really grinds my gears? Every time a movie comes out featuring an all black cast or a black person in the lead role, or if the movie itself is a race bait, gender bent remake. Nearly everyone on social media shits themselves orgasming over it. Not because of the plot or the writing or anything like that. It's because of the fact that the people involved are not cis, hetero, white, or male. Much edge snack, many ground bake, so lit, fam. Wow. I'm gonna say this once and only once. I have nothing against the Black Panther movie. In fact, I actually want it to succeed. I also want to commend the cast and crew for not going full Sony and trying to smear anyone who dares to have a negative opinion about Black Panther, as far as I know. Also, despite the shit they've pulled in recent years comics wise, I can give Marvel props for actually letting their movie trailers speak for themselves. My main issue here is with the fans, or the ones that say they're fans. The ones that have to go on record and proclaim that any movie centering around POCs is a return to culture or a celebration of black excellence.
And not, the result of many people working hard for months on end to bring the fictional universe and its characters to life. Because who the fuck cares about that, right? Black people, all the way.
These are the people so unsatisfied with their own lives, they have to completely immerse themselves in this piece of digital media, believing that if they keep on tweeting and retweeting about this movie and singing its name to the heavens, they'll soon be touched by a claw of Black Panther's divine, vibranium infused love, and soon they'll be able to stand up and say, "Oh,
And shit, yo.
and of course, this is the current year, meaning that anything that involves POCs or women or any other demographic that isn't, white or cis or male, must be complimented and praised at all times, lest the Twitter brigade come after you in the form of angry tweets. Case in point, this random dollop of dumpster mayo, as Bossa.com puts it, committed the egregious crime of ruining the oh so perfect Rotten Tomatoes score of Black Panther. How, you ask? By saying these simple words about the movie.
What he doesn't get to do much of is jump around beating up bad guys. That's a shame. Marvel has finally given us an African superhero. The hope surely was that he would be allowed to do superheroic things.
Naturally, this sparked such responses as,
We gotta find this Ed Power guy that gave Black Panther a bad review and make him change his mind.
and
There's always gonna be that one guy.
and a whole bunch of other tweets along that line that I cannot even be bothered to get into because I'm too damn lazy to go through every last one of them. All of this reminds me of basically when the movie Home came out, starring Rihanna, and the race bent version of Annie that came out in 2014. Home came out in, I want to say, 2012. Both of these movies have one thing in common. Mostly everybody on Tumblr and Twitter, the fake woke crowd, they were all excited about these movies not because of the characters themselves, but because of superficial traits beyond the characters' control, like, the fact that both the main protagonists were black and their hair was natural and
Oh my god, let's just focus on that and, fuck everything else, am I right?
unsurprisingly, both of those movies tanked. I don't know why Home tanked. Because once again I'm too lazy, but I'm pretty sure Annie tanked because of the fact that it was merely a race bent ripoff of the original. And this is what it all comes down to. The moment a trailer comes out for a movie that features a particular demographic being the dominant one, people just latch onto that. People just latch onto it like the like the unoriginal parasites that they are, and they just focus on that fact alone while completely ignoring the plot and the character development.
Yes, I know I'm repeating myself at this point, but I really don't care.
Then, when the movie inevitably tanks, these same people want to get all up in their feelings and talk about how
white supremacy is real, and Hollywood doesn't want to let POCs be great, and some more crap about erasing our representation and whatever the fuck.
nah, fam, it's not Hollywood's fault. It's you and your entitled attitudes. And lastly, I want to give kudos to the cast and crew of BP for not feeding into this tripe. In fact, I believe one of the actresses, Florence Kazumba, I believe her name is, she went out of her way to say that this movie is for everyone to enjoy, not just Marvel fans. I agree with this a thousandfold, and I wish more people executed this mindset. Till next time, bitches, I'm Lisa Shell, and I will see y'all in hell. Peace. Oh, and by the way, for those of you on Twitter that are going out of your way to brag about all the food you're going to be sneaking in and how extra you're going to act, just remember, just remember that disturbing the peace is pretty much a crime, and when you get kicked out,
Not if, mind you, but when you get kicked out for being disruptive assholes.
don't be surprised when your stories on Facebook are met with the risk, derision, and disbelief. Like that. Peace, motherfuckers.